Imagine dedicating every day to your passions, your relationships, your career, your personal projects with unreserved zeal, only to be met with an echoing silence as if your efforts vanish into the void. This silent battle for recognition and self-worth is a common plight, transcending age, occupation, and status. It's not just about being appreciated for what we do, but for who we are, a universal longing deeply embedded within the human spirit. Now journey with us back over 2 millennia to the ancient worlds of Greece and Rome, where Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus wrestled with these very questions of value, purpose, and integrity. Despite the vast expanse of time and the evolution of society and technology, the core of our human struggles remains unchanged. Stoicism, with its rich legacy, offers not just philosophical musings but a practical toolkit tailored for the intricacies of modern life. These age-old strategies, refined through centuries of thought and reflection, hold surprising relevance for today's challenges. As we reflect on these timeless lessons, we find ourselves at a critical crossroads, compelled to question the foundation of our worth. Is our true value rooted in external accolades, or is it found in our character, our actions, and our responses to life's trials? The 10 Stoic strategies we are set to explore promise not only insights but also actionable ways to enhance your sense of value, transcending the superficial to reach something more profound and enduring. If you've ever felt overlooked or undervalued, this journey is about altering that narrative. This isn't merely about understanding Stoicism, it's about transforming your life with practical, actionable wisdom. Whether you're a newcomer or a seasoned explorer of this philosophical path, gear up for a journey of growth, resilience, and the embrace of a wisdom that withstands the test of time. Ready to discover how? Stay with us as we uncover the secrets to not just being seen, but being truly valued for who you are. Strategies 1. Value your time. Time, our most precious and non-renewable resource, relentlessly marches forward without offering second chances. Often, it slips through our fingers like fine sand, especially in the fast-paced rhythms of modern life, where it's easy to forget that each moment passed. Stoic philosophy, with its deep understanding of life's transient nature, teaches us to treat time with the reverence it deserves. Seneca, a seminal thinker in Stoicism, highlighted the perils of procrastination with a powerful reminder: it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements, if it were all well invested. His words resonate as a clarion call to seize the fleeting moments with purpose and vigor, framing procrastination not just as a minor hindrance, but as a profound existential error. Acknowledging the finite nature of time requires more than a passive understanding. It demands active management and respect. Begin each day by reflecting on how every minute counts. Evaluate your daily activities to identify moments of ineffective time use, such as mindless scrolling on social media or unnecessary procrastination, which can often overshadow more productive endeavors. To better align your daily actions with your long-term goals, consider using tools like to-do list or digital planners to break your time into manageable segments. This technique, known as time blocking, helps keep procrastination at bay and enhances productivity by setting specific blocks of time for particular tasks. Additionally, it's crucial to identify and eliminate the major time wasters in your routine. This might mean setting strict limits on digital device use or declining commitments that do not contribute towards your personal or professional growth. By mindfully engaging in each task, not only do you improve the quality of your work, but you also increase your enjoyment and satisfaction, making your time use more effective. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on how you used your time. Assess what strategies worked, what didn't, and make necessary adjustment. This continuous cycle of reflection and improvement will help cultivate a disciplined approach to time management. Through these steps, valuing our time does more than boost personal productivity. It projects a message of self-respect and purposeful living. Effective time management is not just essential for personal success, it also influences how others perceive and value us. embedding respect and worth in our interactions across both personal and professional spheres. Thus, the Stoic practice of wise time management is not only a personal benefit, but also a means to command respect in the wider world. Strategies 2. Prioritize self-care. In the Stoic tradition, self-care is regarded not merely as a personal indulgence, but as a critical foundation for all other virtues. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's most revered voices, famously advocated for the cultivation of one's inner life as a mirror to how we engage with the world around us. He taught that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This philosophy underscores the importance of self-care as a means to strengthen our mind and body, thereby enhancing our interactions and effectiveness in every aspect of life. The Stoic practice of self-care extends beyond simple self-preservation. It involves nurturing oneself to fully contribute to the well-being of others. When we are well cared for, our capacity to offer patience, empathy, and wisdom in our relationships significantly increases. Just as a well-maintained instrument plays the sweetest melodies, a well-maintained mind and body can perform optimally in the symphony of life. This alignment not only elevates our personal experiences, but also enriches those we interact with, creating a virtuous circle of mutual benefit. Integrating self-care into daily life can be both simple and profound, reflecting the Stoic emphasis on practical wisdom. Starting the day with a few moments of meditation can center your thoughts and set a calm, reflective tone for the hours to come. Physical exercise, another pillar of Stoic self-care, not only strengthens the body, but also clears the mind, often acting as moving meditation. Incorporating these activities into your routine fosters a robust foundation for personal well-being. Additionally, journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection recommended by Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, who meticulously recorded his thoughts and meditations. This practice encourages a deeper understanding of one's thoughts and behaviors, promoting mental clarity and emotional balance. Eating a balanced diet and ensuring sufficient rest are also critical components of self-care that align with Stoic values, emphasizing the role of physical health in maintaining mental acuity, emotional resilience. By embracing these self-care strategies, we do more than just improve our lives, we enhance our ability to contribute positively to those around us. This Stoic approach to self-care assures that by securing our internal state, we are better equipped to face external challenges, supporting not only personal growth, but also the collective well-being of our communities. This philosophy, rooted in ancient wisdom, continues to offer a timeless guide to living a fulfilling and impactful life. Strategies 3. Embrace silence. In the bustling cacophony of today's world, where the clamor for attention is incessant, embracing silence can seem counterintuitive. Yet, according to the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, the art of silence, particularly in the form of listening, is of paramount importance. He famously remarked that nature gave us one mouth and two ears for a reason, to listen twice as much as we speak. This Stoic principle illuminates the profound value of listening over speaking, a practice that enhances understanding and strengthens connections, both personally and professionally. Active listening transcends mere silence. It involves fully engaging with the speaker, absorbing not just the words but the emotions and intentions behind them. This form of listening can transform relationships, fostering deeper connections and building trust. In professional settings, it enhances collaboration and problem-solving by ensuring all voices are heard and considered. Similarly, in personal relationships, active listening validates the speaker's feelings and perspectives, laying the groundwork for mutual respect and understanding. Developing better listening habits requires intention and practice, reflecting the Stoic ideals of discipline and self-improvement. One effective technique is to practice mindful listening. This involves fully concentrating on the speaker, avoiding the distraction of formulating your response while the other person is talking. Instead, focus on understanding their perspective completely before you think about your reply. This shift in approach requires patience and can be challenging, but it is incredibly rewarding as it leads to more meaningful interactions. Another method to enhance listening skills is to create a feedback loop. After listening, summarize what you've heard and ask clarifying questions. This not only demonstrates that you are paying attention, but also ensures that you have correctly understood the speaker's message. It's a practical application of the Stoic exercise of reflection, which helps solidify learning and improve communication skills. Additionally, setting aside time for quiet reflection each day can help cultivate a natural propensity towards listening. This can be a form of meditation where, instead of emptying the mind, you reflect on the conversations of the day, analyzing how well you listened and how you might improve. This daily practice not only improves listening skills but also aligns with the Stoic commitment to continuous self-improvement. By embracing these techniques, we not only honor the Stoic tradition but also unlock a more thoughtful, empathetic, and effective mode of interacting with the world. Active listening, therefore, is not merely an act of silence. It is a dynamic process of engagement that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us, embodying the Stoic pursuit of wisdom through thoughtful action. Strategies for practice authenticity. In a world often swayed by the winds of conformity, Seneca, one of Stoicism's most eloquent spokesmen, profoundly stated, "To thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man." This timeless advice underscores the Stoic belief in the importance of authenticity, not as a lofty ideal but as a practical approach to living that fosters genuine self-expression and deep personal satisfaction. Authenticity, according to Stoic thought, involves living in accordance with one's nature and values, even in the face of societal pressures to conform. This contrast between societal expectations and Stoic authenticity is stark. Society often rewards conformity and the adherence to social norms, while Stoicism teaches that true value and respect are gained from being consistently true to oneself. This divergence highlights the courage required to live authentically, suggesting that while the path of authenticity is less traveled, it is also more rewarding. Embracing authenticity allows individuals to forge deeper connections with others. When we present our true selves, we invite others to interact with us on a more meaningful level, facilitating relationships built on trust and mutual respect. This is not only fulfilling but also enriching, as authentic interactions are likely to be more supportive and enduring. Furthermore, living authentically aligns our external actions with our internal beliefs, creating a harmonious existence that greatly enhances personal satisfaction. This alignment reduces the inner conflict that can arise from living a facade, thereby promoting a more peaceful and contented life. To cultivate authenticity, one can begin by reflecting on their core values and assessing whether their current life choices align with these ideals. This involves introspection and, often, making changes that might not be immediately comfortable or accepted by others. It also means standing firm in one's beliefs and choices when faced with external pressures, a practice that can be fortified through daily Stoic reflections and exercises designed to strengthen one's resolve and clarity of purpose. Moreover, practicing honesty in all communications is a practical step towards authenticity. This not only involves truth-telling but also being transparent about one's feelings and limitations. So openness not only nurtures self-respect, but also commands the respect of others who may be inspired by such integrity. In conclusion, the Stoic strategy of practicing authenticity is not just about being true to oneself, but also about enriching one's life and the lives of those around. By fostering deeper connections and enhancing personal satisfaction, authenticity allows us to navigate the complexities of life with greater ease and confidence, ensuring that we are not only valued by others, but also truly valuable to ourselves. Strategies 5. Accept help graciously. The Stoic virtue of accepting help with grace highlights an often overlooked strength, vulnerability. A Stoic emperor whose meditations on life continue to enlighten argued that true empowerment comes from the acknowledgement of our need for others. He wrote, "People exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then or bear with them." This perspective dismantles the myth of the self-made individual, emphasizing instead the power of collaborative success and the communal fabric that truly supports personal achievement. In contemporary society, the narrative of the self-made man or woman is celebrated as the pinnacle of success. However, this overlooks the interconnected nature of our achievements. The Stoics understood that no one exists in isolation. Our lives are interwoven with those of others who provide support, guidance, and companionship. Recognizing and accepting this support is not a sign of weakness, but of wise acknowledgement of the way the world works. By valuing collaborative success, we not only embrace reality, but also enhance our own effectiveness and satisfaction. Opening up and accepting help involves several practical steps that can strengthen communal ties and increase individual value. One effective approach is to actively seek advice and feedback. This not only involves asking for help when needed, but also being open to the suggestions and support that others may offer. Such interactions, while potentially challenging, are opportunities for growth and learning that can lead to improved outcomes and deeper relationships. Moreover, fostering a culture of generosity within your community or workplace can create an environment where people feel safe to ask for and give help. This can be as simple as offering your time or resources to a colleague or friend in need, thereby setting a precedent, encouraging others to do the same. Over time, this builds a network of mutual support where everyone feels valued and empowered to contribute their best. Another key strategy is to express gratitude openly when help is received. Gratitude not only reinforces the value of the help offered, but also deepens bonds between individuals. It acknowledges the giver's effort and encourages a continued spirit of collaboration and generosity. By integrating these practices into daily life, we not only uphold the Stoic ideal of interdependence, but also cultivate a community where everyone feels more valued and supported. Accepting help graciously thus becomes not merely a personal strategy but a communal one, enhancing the collective resilience and well-being of the entire group. Through such Stoic wisdom, we can transform our individual challenges into opportunities for collective triumph, embodying the true spirit of being valued by valuing others. Strategy 6. Maintain composure. In the midst of life's inevitable pressures and crises, maintaining composure is a revered Stoic virtue, one that Seneca, the esteemed philosopher, keenly advocated for. He believed that mastering one's emotions is not merely a private triumph, but a public advantage, stating, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." This principle underscores the Stoic art of staying calm under pressure, encouraging us to pause, reflect, and proceed with a measured response, thereby managing our emotions effectively. The benefits of such composure extend far beyond personal peace. In professional and social settings, individuals who remain calm in the face of adversity are often perceived as confident and reliable leaders. This perceived value can lead to greater trust and responsibility being placed upon them, opening doors to new opportunities and fostering deeper, more respectful relationships. Composure under stress not only enhances our capability to handle the situation at hand, but it also elevates our stature in the eyes of our peers who may see us as anchors in turbulent times. To cultivate this essential quality, daily practices rooted in Stoic philosophy can be immensely helpful. One effective practice is the discipline of daily reflection, often conducted in the evening. This involves reviewing the day's events and evaluating one's responses to them. Such introspection helps identify moments when composure was lost and why, allowing for better preparation and response in the future. This practice not only aids in developing tranquility, but also ensures that lessons are learned and improvements made. Another powerful technique is the deliberate exposure to mild stresses in a controlled environment, which can train the mind to remain calm when real-life challenges arise. This could involve practicing public speaking to boost confidence in front of crowds or engaging in challenging physical activities that require mental fortitude. Over time, these exercises build a natural resilience that translates into greater poise in unexpected situations. Furthermore, incorporating mindfulness or meditation into one's daily routine can significantly aid in maintaining composure. These practices focus on cultivating a moment-to-moment awareness of one's thoughts and feelings without judgment, which enhances the ability to respond to stress with clarity and balance, rather than react impulsively. Through these daily practices, the Stoic strategy of maintaining composure becomes more than just a philosophical ideal. It transforms into a practical toolkit that enhances both personal well-being and professional effectiveness. By adopting this calm demeanor, we not only navigate life's challenges more successfully, but also increase our value and influence within our communities. Strategy 7. Cultivate discretion. In the philosophy of Stoicism, there is a profound appreciation for the virtue of discretion, a practice that respects the power of privacy and the need to keep certain aspects of life reserved. Though Stoicism's and Zoroastrianism's are distinct, they converge on this principle. Epicurus, another revered philosopher, famously emphasized the serenity that comes with living an untroubled life away from the public eye. This wisdom suggests that not everything in one's life needs to be displayed, and that true peace can stem from the parts of ourselves we choose not to broadcast. In today's digital age, where social media platforms encourage transparency and the constant sharing of personal details, finding the balance between openness and discretion has become increasingly challenging. The omnipresence of digital communication tools invites a re-evaluation of what we share and with who. Maintaining privacy is not about secrecy, but about choosing wisely what to divulge for the sake of preserving one's peace and dignity. This balance is crucial. It protects our inner lives from the scrutiny and judgments of the external world, allowing us to cultivate a sense of self that is not dependent on the approval or views of others. To protect personal boundaries in such an interconnected environment, practical measures can be taken daily. One effective approach is to consciously decide which aspects of your life are public and which are private. This decision-making process involves reflecting on the potential impact of sharing certain information and considering whether that sharing enhances or diminishes your sense of well-being. For example, sharing professional successes might foster beneficial networks, whereas disclosing personal grievances or intimate details might invite unwanted intrusion and judgment. Another strategy is to utilize privacy settings on social media platforms rigorously, controlling who can see your posts and personal information. This not only secures your information from the prying eyes of strangers, but also helps segment your audience so that only trusted individuals have access to the more personal facets of your life. Additionally, cultivating a habit of mindful sharing, pausing to think before posting or speaking, can safeguard against the impulsive divulge of personal details. This pause acts as a filter, ensuring that what you share publicly aligns with your values and the personal image you wish to project. By adopting these practices, you reinforce your own dignity and command respect from others, who often perceive discretion as a sign of wisdom and self-respect. Thus, the Stoic strategy of cultivating discretion not only protects individual privacy, but also enhances one's perceived value in both personal and professional realms, proving that sometimes the less said, the more esteemed one becomes. Strategies 8. Continuous learning. Seneca, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, ardently believed in the necessity of lifelong learning and the continual challenge to oneself. He famously remarked, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This philosophy encapsulates the Stoic view that personal growth is an endless journey, and that the pursuit of knowledge is integral to living a fulfilled and esteemed life. Embracing this ethos of continuous learning not only enriches the mind but also elevates one's standing and self-esteem, positioning individuals as valuable contributors to their communities and professions. The act of embracing new experiences and knowledge does more than just expand one's intellectual horizons. It enhances personal adaptability and resilience. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is invaluable. Those who dedicate themselves to continuous learning are often seen as more capable and confident, traits that inherently increase one's perceived value. Furthermore, the pursuit of knowledge fosters a sense of accomplishment and self-confidence, as mastering new skills and concepts can significantly boost self-esteem. To foster a growth mindset and embrace new learning opportunities, one can start by setting achievable, incremental learning goals. This could be as simple as reading one educational article a day, enrolling in a weekly class, or dedicating time to a new hobby. These small steps accumulate over time, contributing to a substantial increase in knowledge and skills. Another effective strategy is to integrate learning into everyday activities. For instance, listening to educational podcasts during a commute or using apps that promote learning languages or other skills during downtime can seamlessly integrate new knowledge into one's daily routine. This approach makes learning an ongoing habit rather than an occasional endeavor. Addition, feedback, and embracing challenges are essential steps in this lifelong learning journey. Challenges push individuals out of their comfort zones, prompting growth and new insights. Feedback, meanwhile, provides external perspectives and identifies areas for improvement, which is crucial for anyone committed to continuous personal development. By implementing these strategies, individuals not only adhere to the Stoic ideal of perpetual growth, but also enhance their value in all areas of life. Continuous learning leads to continuous improvement, which in turn fosters respect and admiration from both peers and superiors. Thus, this Stoic strategy not only enriches the individual's life, but also solidifies their standing in a society that values competence and knowledge. Strategies 9. Offer and receive feedback constructively. In the Stoic philosophy, feedback is not merely a tool for improvement, but an essential element for personal development. The Stoics, understanding the transformative power of feedback, regarded it as a crucial mechanism to forge character and wisdom. They believed that receiving and giving feedback with grace is a practice that refines the individual's ability to deal with criticism and praise alike, enhancing an all value in all spheres of life. The process of giving and accepting feedback constructively is deeply embedded in Stoic practices, which emphasize the maintenance of dignity, the promotion of growth. To give feedback effectively, one must do so with the intent to help the other person improve, not to diminish their confidence. This involves being specific, focusing on behaviors that can be changed, and delivering comments in a caring and supportive manner. Similarly, when receiving feedback, it is vital to listen or to defend oneself, and consider the feedback as an opportunity to learn rather than a personal attack. These practices not only preserve dignity, but also encourage a positive, growth-oriented response. Integrating constructive feedback into daily routines can significantly enhance one's ability to adapt and evolve. One technique is to create regular opportunities for feedback within personal and professional relationships. This could involve structured sessions with peers or mentors where open, honest dialogue is encouraged and cultivated. Regular reflection on received feedback can also be incredibly beneficial. By taking time to reflect on what was said and planning actionable steps to address the feedback, individuals can ensure that they are continuously learning and adapting based on the insights provided. Moreover, keeping a feedback journal can be an effective way to track progress and reactions over time. In this journal, one can note details about the feedback received, emotional and initial reactions, and the steps planned to implement changes based on the feedback. This not only helps in internalizing the feedback, but also in observing patterns in responses and improvements over time. Feedback, when offered and received in a constructive manner, is a powerful catalyst for personal and professional growth. By embracing feedback as a Stoic would, with a focus on learning and resilience rather than on criticism, one can not only enhance their capabilities, but also elevate their standing and perceived value among peers. This Stoic strategy enriches the individual's journey towards excellence and respect, proving that in the art of feedback, there is much more to gain than there is to lose. Strategies 10. Live with integrity. In the Stoic philosophy, integrity is not just a moral attribute, but the very cornerstone of a valued and meaningful life. Our Stoic emperor, renowned for his contemplative and principled rule, placed great emphasis on living with integrity, viewing it as essential to both personal virtue and societal respect. He famously noted, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This statement encapsulates the Stoic ideal that integrity involves a congruence between one's beliefs and actions, a harmony that fosters trust and admiration from others. Living with integrity impacts an individual's life profoundly, enhancing their sense of self-worth and the respect they command from society. When people consistently demonstrate honesty, fairness, and moral uprightness, they cultivate a reputation that precedes them in all their interactions. This reputation for integrity becomes a powerful asset, establishing their reliability and trustworthiness in personal relationships and professional endeavors alike. Moreover, a life lived with integrity aligns closely with the Stoic pursuit of eudaimonia, or a flourishing life, where personal satisfaction is derived not from external achievements but from living in accordance with one's values. Practicing integrity on a daily basis involves making decisions that are consistent with one's ethical beliefs, even when such choices are difficult or potentially disadvantageous. It means telling the truth, fulfilling promises, and standing up for what is right, regardless of the potential costs. In everyday interactions, it requires listening to others with respect and responding with sincerity, thereby fostering genuine and transparent communications. One practical way to cultivate integrity is to regularly reflect on one's values and assess whether current behaviors align with these ideals. This reflective practice can be incorporated into daily routines through journaling or meditation, which provides a structured opportunity to consider the ethical dimensions of one's actions and decisions. Additionally, setting personal goals that focus on ethical development, such as improving fairness in dealing with others or increasing transparency in communication, can help integrate integrity more deeply into one's life. Furthermore, seeking the counsel of those one respects can also be an invaluable practice. This not only serves as a mirror reflecting one's moral compass, but also reinforces commitment to living by those standards. Engaging with a community or a group that shares similar values can reinforce personal efforts to live with integrity, providing support and accountability. By embedding integrity in everyday decisions and interactions, individuals not only enhance their own lives but also contribute to the betterment of their communities, embodying the Stoic ideal that the best indicator of value is a life well lived according to principled virtues. This adherence to integrity not only secures personal satisfaction and respect but also positions individuals as esteemed members of any society, valued not just for what they choose to live. In this exploration of Stoic philosophy, we have delved into 10 transformative strategies that not only endure in relevance, but also resonate profoundly with contemporary life. These strategies, from valuing your time and embracing self-care to practicing integrity and accepting feedback constructively, offer a robust framework for personal and professional growth. Each one, deeply rooted in the wisdom of Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, provides actionable insights that can elevate our daily lives and enhance our interactions with others. Adopting these Stoic strategies goes beyond theoretical appreciation. It calls for a practical integration into our everyday decisions and behaviors. By embodying principles such as integrity, discretion, and continuous learning, we can profoundly transform how we perceive ourselves and how others perceive us. These changes are not just about self-improvement. They are about redefining our presence in the world, fostering a life that is not only more productive and respectful but also more fulfilling and respected. Let this journey into Stoic wisdom inspire you to reflect on your own life practices, to identify areas where these time-tested strategies can be applied to navigate modern challenges with greater resilience and poise. Whether it's through more mindful communication, a renewed commitment to learning, or a stronger adherence to your core values, the potential for growth is immense. Embrace these practices not just as philosophical ideals, but as practical steps towards a richer, more valued existence. As we conclude, remember that the journey towards enhancing one's value is ongoing and ever evolving. The power of Stoic wisdom lies in its ability to transform not just in the quiet moments of reflection, but in the bustling intersections of daily life. By integrating these strategies into your routine, you stand to gain not only in personal satisfaction, but also in the esteem you command from others. Let the strength of Stoic principles guide you to a life where you are not only seen but truly valued for the depth and integrity of your character.